Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Trading Secrets. We want to share with you the 5-minute profile page setup. This is a very effective way to time your entries onto your trades you're going to be taking. You can trade this tool on both the long term and the short term. You can go do the same setup for the 15-minute and then 1 hour if you want to use those using this once you see how it's set up. Before we show you how to set up these charts, we're going to go and show you the benefits of this trading technique. So we're going to go to the charts first of all. So this is the end result of what we're wanting you to set up your charts like. And what the benefits of this would be, notice right here, when this 5-minute filter crossed the zero line, then right in there was a good potential for a trade. That would just be so far. It's in development. It's about a 17 pip trade. And the pound CAD did the same thing. So right in here, and you will look at it on a smaller time frame to enter, but there's a 22 pips that one was going. So you can see that right over here, when it was in the direction of the trend, you can see that the two moving averages, so the trend is down because the price bar is below, and this is counter trend going back up. You can see right here was another when it went below and it went down. See, there was another 10 pips there, and this is during a slow time of the day, so you can see these things pop up. So you notice off the far right vertical line, that was a 5-minute trade. That's the example that we saw. So when that went off in that direction, now let's go to the 1-minute time frame. 1-minute time frame, we want to have at least a 4-bar, and there's a 4-bar right there all above the moving average. Or you could wait until you had a saddle right over here. So this is the safest. This is conservative. Down here would be a little bit aggressive. So right there, and you're seeing that there's a 17 pip move on that, pretty straightforward. And when it comes up to this other moving average you see at the top, that says it may be wanting to slow down. So let's go back and look at the other trades that I've marked here. First of all, these maroon lines indicate when the 5-minute went below, and the green lines are representing when the filter indicator was going back above. Now we go to the 1-minute. So on the 1-minute, we want to have a conservative direction of trading, and so we can wait until it hits a saddle right here, and it just happens to be below all 3 indicator moving averages. And because it was on the direction of the trend, there was went over 30 pips, so you could have probably a 20-25 pip move out of that, and possibly with some add-ons even more. The 5-minute said it's turning to going down again, and so then you can trade here for 18 pips, stay in or get out, and there for another 20. So you have 20, 20, and 25. So you're looking at over 60 pips in this direction right here, not even having the add-ons, just taking the trades and closing them. That's the potential of using this. Now you can do the same thing on the 15-minute and use the 5-minute as your entry signal as well. So this is just show you how the timing of this indicator and the technique that we're using, you can see a lot of things happening in the market, and it's actually less work just kind of glancing over at the 6 currency pairs at the same time. So just a couple of preliminary things that you need to be aware of. You need to have 2 trading platforms, and we suggest that they be with the same broker. One for the scanner and the profile setup, and the second one that you're trading on. We also suggest that you have the same trading account on both platforms. This way you can see what is setting up, and you're seeing it on the same account that you're in. You'll be able to see your trades on both screens. So if you actually take trades on the profile setup, you can see the currency pairs you have the trades on and see how they're going, and you can actually manage them there and move back and forth to the trading screen as well. Now we're going to the charts and show you the step-by-step procedure to set up the profile chart. Now we suggest that because you're looking to use these indicators more than trading the chart with price action, we suggest that you move these indicators up to at least half of the screen. And I don't mind having the filter even be the largest, because that's the one I'm most interested in at this point, is when it's crossing below or above, and then I'm looking at the moving average to see what the direction of the trend is. So then we would save this chart as a default chart. So I click on this, save template, and I'm going to save it as the default chart, and save, and yes. Now anytime I bring up a new chart, it will bring it up in this format that I'm using. So now you choose this, I would say 6 currency pairs. I use the euro dollar, pound dollar, euro yen, pound yen, euro CAD, pound CAD. Those are the charts that I use. I already have the euro dollar up, so I right click on the pound dollar chart window, and you just go down and click each of those 6 pairs. You notice right here at the bottom they all lined up. Now I'm going to hit the S7 key. Then I'm going to hit the tile window. Go window down to tile window. There's your setup that you're looking for. But I want to see on this particular chart, I want to see my terminal. So I put my terminal down here so I can see the trades that are taking place, and I can see over here the which currency pairs I have trades on, and then I can see from my other chart where I'm trading, where I just have full screen. I don't necessarily need the bottom here. Now one thing that you can do is, you've noticed that I have all the charts are off to the side, and I can slide that back, but you see those anchors right here, and that's causing a problem. So I'm going to hit the F11 key again. I'm going to take off the bottom anchor. I have it's called scroll chart, so I took off that, and I have to go back and make sure that I have that off each chart. And to make this easier, if you do that in the beginning on your first chart, then you won't have to do this. So now you have the anchor off, and so you hit F11 key again, and then I go up to View and put on the terminal. Now I go up to the window, the top menu, and then tile windows. There it's set up. Now everything's back off the edge so I can see what's going on. I'm mainly looking at the filter, whether it's changing colors or crossing the zero line, and you can see your moving averages on the top, see what the direction's trend is. If you have trades on 2 different pairs, you can actually see those trades on this if you have it on the same account that you're trading. Then on your main screen where you're trading, you have full view of your charts. Now what we're going to do is save this as a profile. So we go up to File, and you come down to Profile. Then I want to go over to Save As. Then I want the 5-minute to be in there. So I'm going to put, this happens to be the setup that I like for the US session. So I go, or US session. US session 5-minute. I click Save. Then if you want to be on the 15-minute, you would go to each of these charts, change it to a 15-minute chart, then go back to Profile, and you click Profile, Save As, and then you would type in whatever name you wanted it to be. So I would maybe put the US session 15-minute, or however you want to designate it as the time frame and the session that you're trading. So then you can go up to File and click on Profile, and see I have the US sessions saved. If you had the US session 15-minute, you could click on that one and change it to all of the 15 minutes so that you could see exactly what was happening on 15 minutes. Sometimes I do that just prior to a new formation of a 15-minute bar, and so when I actually change, I can see if there's any changes on that 15-minute. Or if you're trading the 1 hour, 15, and 5, the 15 minutes, you can wait and see which direction it's going and then trade accordingly. So this is my trading platform. So what I'm seeing here is I have both these charts on the 1 minute. I can glance over at the other one and see what the 5 minutes is doing. For example, this one, you can see that already on the other charts. So you can look at the 5 minute and the 1 minute are right close together and see which direction the trend is going. Now I have the Euro CAD and the Pound CAD happen to be the pairs that I have up. If I want to see what that 5 minute was doing on the Pound CAD, I click on it, click to the 5 minute. Now I can see the 5 minutes on these two that I'm really trading and looking at. I want to go back to the 1 minute and see, well, do I want to manage that to get out or do I want to stay in? Then you can decide how you want to work with those. So that's the concept, be able to see 4 to 6 charts very quickly on a 5 minute, and when the momentum changes and goes in the direction of the trend or goes in the direction you want to trade, then you'll be able to see it quickly, and then you go to the other chart, which is going to be on your 1 minute, and you'll be able to take the trade. Hopefully this was as helpful to you as it has been for us, and we'll see you soon.